Greetings and welcome back to Robocraft a little earlier than I was expecting. No, we are not going to be doing the build tutorial on the Monkey Lord Mark IV just yet. We will be doing that soon, but there has been a hotfix released for the game, so I thought I would do a quick update on that as it does affect quite a few things. Now, first and foremost, we have boss battles are back up and running, however, with a few changes. Now, the devs have, first and foremost, apologized for all of the shenanigans that have been going around with boss battles. I mean, since the release of boss battles, a good while ago now, several days, they've been up, they've been down, they've been mostly down, they've been changing around, they've been up to 48 hours, then down to 24, so on and so forth. Lots of shenanigans. But as they point out, this is a very, there aren't really any games that they could take advice from, that they could take inspiration from in how to make this work. So they've been kind of treading new paths themselves, and they're a small development team. So yes, at the end of the day, one must appreciate that the game is going to go through these teething troubles, and this is what my friends list is like after just a few hours of not being online, cleaning it up constantly. Let's hope we can get through this without too many slowdowns. Now, as I was saying, boss battles. One of the main changes, now restricted to tier 8. They've done this to try and ease boss battles in. I don't know if there's any particular intent to lower that down to tier 7 anytime soon. But for now, it's going to be tier 8. So tier 8, 9, and 10 will be able to be bosses. The timer is 24 hours. However, they have seeded everyone who logged in after the update with a random timer up to 24 hours. So it'll kind of stagger everyone getting into bot battle. So you don't have, in 24-hour time, just everyone trying to get into a boss battle, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of trying to restore server stability, because boss battles were really affecting that. They were causing crazy queue times. But that is boss battles in a nutshell. We will be seeing some boss battles in my videos. We may even see a boss battle montage. And if I do that, it will be with a platoon of people from the Dabblings Steam group. I am looking forward to seeing what a boss battle is like when there are more than one boss involved. Now, the next change, and this is quite a big one for me personally, because I've made no attempt to conceal the fact, Nano-disruptors are my favorite weapon at the moment. I like being a medic. It's a support role, and I tend to gravitate towards support roles in games where that's an option. Nano-disruptors no longer target enemies. No, that is, they no longer auto-target enemies. You can't just hold down right mouse button and it will find the nearest enemy and attack them. Now that is a big hit, especially that's going to be a huge hit for interceptors, because that was one of the main draws of the Nano-disruptor interceptor, is you didn't need to aim. You could just fly around doing crazy loop-de-loops, and your guns would be auto-targeting the nearest enemy. That is no longer there, and I do have to admit, that's probably for the better of the game. It was way OP compared to how every other weapon worked. However, Nano-disruptors have had some enhancements that will help them in their main role as the medic. They will now auto-target allies, and they'll do it better. They will try to split the beams so that they're kind of evenly healing all enemies, all allies within range. They will also ignore any ally that doesn't need healing. So if anyone is at 100% health, the Nano-disruptors simply won't target them and try to heal them. So that means you will focus now on the people who need it. Previously, we had problems with, if it was in the middle of a pitched battle, someone who was just moving around, not trying to be a troll, just trying to fight, would get closer to one of the healers, who would then, all of his heal beams would start auto-targeting that person. Perhaps they didn't need it, and the guy who's like clinging to life at 1% hull is desperately in need of it, but all of your guns are trying to heal the guy who absolutely doesn't need it. That was a bit of an issue, so this has fixed that. They do a little bit more healing at tier 7, a little bit more again at tier 8, and as much as 25% more healing at tier 10. Now that is a pretty big upgrade. Let's quickly go and have a look at that for us. So, at tier 6, Nano-disruptors does healing of 750. At tier 7, 1095. At tier 8, it does 1518. At tier 9, 1996 heals per second. And at tier 10, 2,489 heals per second. That's quite a lot of healing. Now, this is one of the last bit I'm going to cover is probably the best enhancement to these for healers. For people who are using the Nano-disruptors as medic guns. If you heal a bot by more than 5% of its total health in a given round, you will gain an assist similar to as if you'd done over X much percent damage to someone that another person on your team killed. You will get an assist credit for that. It can only trigger once for each bot in each fight. So, for example, 10 people on your team, you can only possibly get 10 healing assists. Well, actually, you'll only get 9 because you're going to be one of the people on your team. But that is a huge bonus for healers because assists give tech points. At least that's my understanding. Next, we have plasma changes. So this one affects plasmas. So actually, I'll jump over to the Mjolnir since that is a plasma satellite. The plasma damage has been decreased by 10%. That's a flat decrease across all plasmas. The plasma blast radius has also been decreased to match the blast special effect. Previously, they were up to 10 to 15% larger than the actual blast graphic that you would see when they would strike the ground. They now match that graphic. The next thing is a fix with rails, which prevented them doing damage sometimes. That's now been addressed. Additionally, they would sometimes lock up when one had been shot off. That's been fixed. Next, there are a slew of fixes with map ceiling heights. They are now pretty much uniform across all maps. Additionally, the borders of the maps have been fixed up. There were some maps where you could get out of bounds in terms of the mini-map. You'd just drive off on the mini-map. In fact, I think I've shown that on a couple of my videos as it happens. That someone would just be way, way off in the middle of nowhere. You've probably even seen the maps where you could just keep driving for ages. That's now been trimmed so that the mini-map shows it properly and also you can't really get out of bounds in the same way. Additionally, legs remain retracted after a jump. Now, the way I've been using legs, you wouldn't notice any difference because I jump, literally I leap from one point to another. But if you had a flyer and you were trying to take off, your legs would sometimes glitch out and try to basically glue you to the ground. Because as you were trying to pull up by pressing the jump button, the legs would keep trying to reattach to the floor. That is now fixed. Basically, if you keep the spacebar held down, the jump button held down, then your legs will simply retract. They'll stay retracted. You'll leap and then they'll pull up and they won't go back down for as long as you've got the spacebar held. Additionally, we have problem with helium has been fixed because sometimes helium tanks wouldn't act like helium tanks after they'd been repaired. There's also a couple of placement issues with electroplates that have been sorted out, as well as walker legs and thrusters. These have now been addressed. And finally, there were some description errors in the code depot that have been fixed. Sorry, the code depot, the cube depot, I mean to say, this place. Now, other than that, we have a new robot in the Robo Shop. Let me go and show it to you. The T7 Scarab. Let's have a look at this. Walk, fly, heal. It has got T7 Nano-disruptors, T7 armor, T7 legs, probably a slew of T7 wings. No? Yep, actually T7 wings and loads of T7 rudders actually under the wings. I like that. It actually looks like wings. That's pretty cool, actually. And then we've got shielding around the thrusters. Ooh, sunken thrusters. Well, that's actually quite a nice little effect there. I'm going to have to keep that in mind for my own builds at some point. Yes, I quite like that little scarab. It costs 29,950 Galaxy Cash. And it comes with 4 T6 to 7 electroplates, 9 aerofoils and rudders, 4 T7 Nano-disruptors, 3 T7 walker legs, as well as 90 days of premium, 1 extra garage slot. And if you don't have 1044 P-flops, it will allow you to use that much in battle. Right, so that is the robot. Now, you may notice that I have conspicuously left one part out of the update, and I'm going to cover that now for those of you who are wondering, but I'm going to put a disclaimer out there first. There is an Easter egg in the game. The Easter egg leads to some items that you get through a promo code. However, I'm not going to tell you what that promo code is, and I'm not going to flat out tell you how to unlock the Easter egg. I will give a clue. I urge you not to spoil it for anyone in the comments. Ultimately, I can't stop you, and, you know, if you really want to tell people, I'll just take it as you desperately wanting to include everyone who might otherwise be excluded. And thus, I will assume it is not an act of undappery. It is rather a misguided act of dapperness. But still, you should probably allow people the chance to discover it for themselves. So, if in a few days there are people who are still desperately trying to work out what this thing is, and at this point, almost everyone but them has worked it out, then it just becomes dev-sanctioned exclusion. At that point, yes, fine, we'll tell you how to do it, but do give it a shot on your own. Now, here is the clue. The way you find this Easter egg has been in the game for quite some time. Originally, it was a glitch. Some people thought it was a pretty big glitch and have been complaining that it hasn't been fixed for quite some time. No, it's not anything to do with the friends list. I'll throw that red herring straight out the window for you. But it has been in the game for a long time. Typically, when it activates, it locks you, and you have to restart the client in order to fix it. This video title may have something to do with it. That's all I'm going to say. If you can work out what the Easter egg is, you will find a promo code. You log out, you put that promo code in, you will then gain access to a few cubes, which I will show you. The cubes may also be, in and of themselves, a little bit of a hint as to what you can do to try and find this promo code. That is the only hint I'm going to give now. That is it. We're not going to talk about that anymore. I hope you all find it. I hope those of you who do don't immediately rush to the comments to tell everyone about it. Also, if you don't want to spoil the surprise for yourself and you actually do want to give it a try, do disable chat when you log in, because there are a lot of people who are desperately trying to help everyone because they're massively dapper people and are not in any way trying to spoil the fun of the hunt for anyone. No, no, no. I refuse to believe such people play this game. I just think they're all very misguided in their eagerness to help. But to wrap this up, I think I'm going to take the Monkey Lord out just for a battle or two, just to show off the new way disruptors work, and also the kinds of rewards that we're going to get. So I'm going to see you in a few moments when we've got ourselves a battle. And welcome to a battle where we are fighting alongside Johnny 5 is alive. My lord, that's fantastic. I've still got the chat disabled, otherwise I would say something. You are a king among robots. I'm going to follow Johnny 5 around. I will heal you as best I can. We must keep Johnny 5 alive. And if no one has any clue why I'm so excited, you had no childhood and you probably have no soul either. Bomb run. Hello. My healing brother. Anyone else coming along? No, there's a bunch of people going that way. One of them is a healer, that's good. We must keep up with Johnny 5 though. Absolutely important. Wouldn't want him telling bad jokes to himself or anything like that. Or walking in on women in the bath. That's equally to be avoided, Johnny 5. You get out of it because you didn't understand the awkwardness of the situation. It was kind of endearing when you did it the first time. We will not be having any more of those shenanigans though. Alright, let me catch up with you. Heal! I gotcha. And I'm going to walk around as best I can, not being hurt. Oh, I've already healed you. Oh, pretty awesome. That happened a lot faster than I was expecting. Have the enemy just moved away? Oh, I see you. One there, one there. Got one over yonder as well. Okay, well, I've got a couple of spots going up. Johnny 5 is taking a little bit of damage. I don't want to get too close to my healing buddy. Otherwise, we will make a particularly good target for them. Ooh, bad times. Now I need to get close to my healing buddy. I'm coming, my friend. Fear not. I also want that glorious, glorious assist for healing 5% of your health. I mean, I want to help you and make sure you're happy and healthy. It's got nothing to do with the assist. Shifty eyes. Alright, let's see. Johnny 5, you're doing quite well for yourself. You made a run straight down here. Let's get in. There we go. Fantastic. Johnny 5, I want to go and fight. Johnny 5, I don't like just camping the base, but I don't want to leave you. Oh, this is awkward, Johnny 5. Nevertheless. Oh no, someone's in danger. I am medic bound to go and help. Yep, I'm totally not abandoning you by choice, Johnny Five. It's rules. There are laws of being a member of the union. Oh no, damn it! I should have stayed with Johnny Five. I'm probably gonna die. And jump. Now. Aha! No, no, no. Yes, gotcha. Do not worry, my friend. I have you. Thank you very much, healer. I need more healing, though. And we're back with Johnny Five. Fantastic. Turn on your heal beams, you derp. I'm not at 100% health yet. Damn it. Oh, maybe I am now. Oh, I am now. Yes, I get you. Right, I'm going to keep walking around because I do not want to die. Change direction randomly. I am a spider after all. This is the best way for me to stay alive. To keep on the move. Guys, this is a difficult battle for us to win if we just stand here like this. Go for the healer. That's right. Take out the Logi. Then everyone else is easy pickings. You are starting to learn, my young Padawans. Also, I'm still missing a leg. Oh, Bomb Run's over there and he's kind of hurt. Bomb Run, I'm coming. Fear not. Ah, look at that. Spreading my heals. The love is being spread around, shared evenly, one might say. Right, we got you. Don't worry. There we go. Team victory. Well, that was actually quite a good victory too. Alas, I cannot say good game. There weren't many of us left on our team though, by the end of it. My goodness. Right, let's check out how well we did. 781 cubes healed. We got 3 assists, 2 scouts, 2 base capture, total 10 tech points, and what, 12,092 RP. Not a bad run there. I put it mostly down to Johnny Five, obviously. I mean, how could we have lost with such an awesome bot on our team? But that is it for this episode. As I said, bit of a short one. Just wanted to cover the update and kind of show the update in action, I suppose. And in the next episode, I more than likely will be coming back to the Monkey Lord 4 for a proper build tutorial, including what I hope to have done is update all of these cubes to tier 8 cubes and thus be in tier 9. It will be an interesting time, to say the least. I have not really played around much in tier 9. I am kind of afraid of the bots that live there. But we will face that fear together. That is it for this episode, though. I do hope you've enjoyed once again and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.